This is Vishnu Verma here with your English classes, Kaveri, class 9th. And poem we are doing, second chapter, that is poem Bharat Our Land by Subramania Bharati. So 2 lectures we have done. In the first 2 lectures, I completed the poem along with the explanation, detailed explanation, and key points, theme, and few exercises also I have attempted. I solved it on the board. Now, this is my 3rd lecture on the same topic. So, today we'll continue from where we left last time. Okay. So, let us do the exercise. Open your books, all of you, and question number 6. Till question number 5 we have done that day. Now, today we are going to do question number 6 from your book. Question number 6. It says that the poet uses imagery. The poet uses imagery. Give any 2 examples from the poem. So, imagery, what is imagery? Imagery. Imagery is also a literary device used in a poem. For what? Literary device used in a poem. For what? To create picture. Anything in the mind of the readers. In the minds of the readers. So it creates an image within the minds of the readers. So it is asking for give any 2 examples from the poem where we can see imagery. So first is when the poet says that this sunny golden land is ours. This sunny golden land is ours. So it creates the picture of India as a sunny golden land in the mind of readers. And then when he says the generous and graceful Ganga, and graceful Ganga. So, these lines create a clear image in the minds of the readers. These lines create a clear image into the minds of the readers. It creates a clear image into the mind of the readers. Okay. So I hope this is clear to you. And students, do not forget to like, subscribe and share the channel. Again, I repeat, the more you like, subscribe and share it, the more motivation it will bring to us, and we will try to give you best on each and every topic being taught here. So we are not asking anything from you, only to like, subscribe and share it. Next, what is the impact of the use of hyphens in the first stanza? Select the options that are true. So, your seventh question's answer is, wait. Your answer, I hope you copied it. Or you understood it? Or you understood it? Or you can mark it in your book. Now next. So, question number 7th. So, your answer is, it creates deliberate pauses. Question number 7, first option is correct. It creates deliberate pauses to reinforce the sense of admiration. To reinforce the sense of admiration and pride. So this is your question number 7th. Now, question number 8. The poet uses hyperbole in the poem. Question number 8 is talking about hyperbole. Hyperbole is what? An exaggerating statement or overstatement okay, where he says that, where the poet mentions India repeatedly mentions India as peerless. Okay. Now, question number 9. Keep on copying it. I'll get the video on YCT channel, class 9, 10, CBSE. YCT channel, class 9, 10, CBSE. Now, next, the poem is an ode. Now, it says that identify the examples from the poem that correspond to it being an ode. Means, question number 9 says that the poem is an ode. In the very beginning only I told you that it is an ode. Ode is what? Ode is a poem which celebrates or praises anything, any event, any person, anything. It's a praise. It is written in the praise of anything. To celebrate it, to enjoy it. So the poem is an being a note. It's a praise or celebration. So the poem is an ode. Ode. It means what? Let me again remind you. It means a poem of praise and celebration. A poem of praise and celebration. First of all, look at this. A poem of praise and celebration. This thing. Now, so we have to look for the lines. The lines where the poet openly admires and glorifies India are few lines like when the poet says that of, we will write in within inverted commas, okay, of hoary antiquity is Bharat, where the poet is trying to praise India's ancient and glorious past. So you write down the explanation also. Here, the poet is trying to, or here the poet tries to. Mhm. Here the poet tries to praise the India's ancient and glorious past. One line you got. Of hoary antiquity is Bharat. Here, the poet tries to praise the India's ancient and glorious past. One second. Okay. I hope you've written it. Or you can also get the same content when you go to the YouTube channel and open YCT English class 9th 10th CBSE. You'll get it over there. This is your host, Vishnu Verma, your teacher. Don't forget me. Let's move on to the next point. Second point. Second point, when he says here within inverted commas, we will write all the points within inverted commas. So you should have to learn the poem, all these points. Here, what? Here, Brahma knowledge. BRAHMA, Brahma knowledge. Supreme knowledge. जैसे कहते हैं ब्रह्म ज्ञान, ब्रह्म नॉलेज हैज टेकन रूट। तो here Brahm knowledge has taken root. So what does the poet try to say here? Here the poet glorifies India's spiritual greatness. The poet tries to tries here to glorify India's spiritual greatness. Okay, the poet is trying to glorify India's spiritual greatness here. Third point, so wait, I'm putting in Roman, no need of putting in Roman number. Second, third, like this. Third point. Yes, the Buddha preached his Dhamma here. The Buddha preached his Dhamma here. Now here what the poet wants to say? Here the poet, what? Here the poet uh, appreciates India as a land of great people and their teaching. Here the poet appreciates India as a land of great people and their teachings. And their teachings. Next, then he says, she is peerless. Let's praise her. She is peerless, let's praise her. Now here, the poet directly praises India like a beloved person. India like a beloved person. Then one more point is there. This sunny golden land is ours. This sunny golden land is ours. Now here the poet expresses pride and admiration for the country. The poet expresses pride and admiration for the country. So these are 5 points. It's very important question where you can consider the poem as an ode, or which justifies the poem as an ode. So 5 important points. Let us see once again. Ode is what? Ode is a poem of praise and celebration. Okay. When anything is being praised and celebrated in the poem, then consider that it's an ode, a lyrical poem. Now, the lines where poet openly admires and glorifies India are, how can it is proved that it is an ode? So there are the points. Point number 1, of hoary antiquity is Bharat, means here the poet tries to praise India's ancient and glorious past. Then here Brahma knowledge has taken root, means the poet tries here to glorify India's spiritual greatness, spirituality. Then next, the Buddha preached his Dhamma here, means Buddha has delivered his teachings here to his disciples. So it means that the poet appreciates India as a land of great people. Buddha was a great person and their teachings to guide India and its people towards spirituality and right path. Now next he says, she is fearless, let's praise her. So here she, again I tell you, earlier also told you, she is referred to as India, as a graceful lady, a woman, a human being. It is personification also, where India has been personified as a human being, living thing, as okay. So he said that she is peerless. Peerless is a hyperbole also, exaggerating statement. So the poet is directly, the poet directly praise India like a beloved person. Okay. Then fifth one, this sunny golden land is ours. Here again, the poet expresses pride and admiration for the country. He feels proud and admires his country. And finally, urges others to love, to respect and praise and honor India. So this is his patriotism, his love and his devotion for his country. So India has been glorified completely in this poem by the poet. Who is the poet? Subramania Bharati. And poem is Bharat Our Land. Now moving on to the next question. Allusion. Allusion. What is allusion? Reference of anything from where? The reference of anything from any person, place, person, place, books, event, etc. It is also a literary device. Then so we can see the allusion here. Reference from Upanishads has been taken. Upanishads has been compared to misused. Reference from Upanishads has been used to highlight India's spiritual heritage. Then there are questions. Now read the explanations. Identify the matching allusions from the poem for the following. Now there is one question. An allusion to the ancient Indian scriptures that form the philosophical core and symbolize deep wisdom and enlightenment. Question is there? An allusion to the ancient Indian scriptures that form the philosophical core that form philosophical core and symbolize deep wisdom, deep wisdom and enlightenment. So this is your question. And listen to the ancient Indian scripture. So how the reference has been made to ancient Indian scripture? Scripture means holy book. So which holy book or Indian scripture has been referred to in the poem? So that is Upanishads. The sacred Upanishads are ours. So the line would be the sacred Upanishad are ours. This is the line. Now second question, see. So it's a reference. I'll use as a reference to anything. Next, an allusion to the concept of spiritual knowledge. An allusion to the concept of spiritual knowledge associated with self-realization. Associated with self-realization and ultimate truth. And ultimate truth. So listen to the concept of spiritual knowledge. Concept of spiritual knowledge associated with the self-realization and ultimate truth. So what is it? What does it refer to? This refer to the Brahman knowledge. The Brahman knowledge has taken root here. When the poet says that here Brahman knowledge has taken root. So it refers to here Brahm, knowledge has taken root. This is your line from the poem which refers to the self-realization and ultimate truth. This this question refers to this line in the poem or from the poem. Now, question number third. An allusion to Gautam Buddha's teachings. So, an allusion to Gautam Buddha's teachings. So, it refers to the line, the Buddha preached his Dhamma here. The Buddha preached his Dhamma here. This is it. So, I hope you are doing it. In case of any doubt, don't hesitate to ask me. Put your doubts, put your queries, and it will be answered. But keep on liking, sharing, and subscribing the channel, as it gives the real motivation to us to make more videos in the best possible way with more improvement. And any suggestions, feel free. Anything else you would like to discuss or share, you are free to share your feelings, to share your advice for the betterment of the channel, for more improvement. Because I believe that learning is a continuous process and it goes on till the last day of one's life. So one could never be perfect. Next question is that critical reflection. I hope you did. And in case if you are unable to write, I'm going to change now. So you can find it on YCT class 9-10 channel CBSE board on YouTube by Vishnu Verma. Okay, next. Critical reflection. Critical reflection. Critical reflection. Okay. Now look at the reference to context here. Read the extract. There is extract given from the book. The mighty Himavanti jars ours. Till what scriptures else to name with them? What scriptures else to name with them? From here, does the rest till here. This is your reference from the book. This stanza from the book. Now, we will see the question related to it and solve it. Question number 1. Complete the sentence. Question 1. Complete the sentence. Okay. The word mighty refers to the dash of the Himavant. The word mighty. Refers to the dash of the Himavant. Mighty means strength. Strength. Okay. Then second question. I am reading the question and write down the answer. Okay. No need of writing the question. Choose the correct option to complete the sentence given below. Correct option. The question mark at the end of the fourth and sixth line of the extract is used to. So the question mark, I repeat the question mark at the end of the fourth and sixth line of the extract is used to for what? Emphasize a point. Used to emphasize a point. Emphasize means to highlight. So this option is correct. Next, the poet uses the word generous to describe the Ganga. Why? The poet uses the word generous to describe the Ganga. Ganga, why? We have studied in the poem that Ganga is life-giving, Ganga is generous, it believes in giving. So, it is because it is life-giving. So, answer is, it is because Ganga is life-giving. Okay. And what else? Ganga is life-giving and it gives water, fertility and life to people. It gives water, fertility and life to people. Okay. So this is it. Next question. I hope you have copied it, or you can see it from the channel YCT, the class 9-10 CBSE channel from YouTube by Vishnu Verma. Okay. Next, fourth point. Why has the movement of the river been described as graceful? Why the movement of the river has been described as graceful? It is because the river flows smoothly and beautifully, showing elegance and calmness. It is because the river, which river? Ganga, right in capital, flows smoothly and beautifully, showing elegance and calmness. Showing elegance and calmness. This is fourth question. Fifth one. Fill in the blank with the correct option from the words given in the brackets. You have to fill in the blanks with the correct option. Like, the poet is implying that the Upanishads are dashed, matched or unmatched? Unmatched. The first blank is unmatched. Second, fifth second. That's only one. Only one question was there. Fifth one is unmatched. Okay. Now sixth one. Okay. Part 2. Now critical reflection part 2. Answer the following questions. Answer the following questions. Okay. Now let us see. How does the poem reflect a strong connection to the cultural and how does the poem reflect a strong connection to the cultural identity and heritage? So, the poet reflect a strong connection. Answer number 1. The poem reflect a strong connection to the cultural identity and heritage of India, to the cultural identity and heritage of India. How? By mentioning the Himalayas, Ganga, Upanishads, sages, warriors, Buddha, teachings. By mentioning the by mentioning about the Himalayas, Ganga, Upanishads, and what else? Sages, warriors, Buddha, and his teachings. Okay. This is part 2, question number 1. Now question number 2. What can you infer about the poet's attitude towards India from the repeated phrase, she is peerless, let's praise her? Means, what do you mean? What do you understand when the poet repeatedly says India is peerless, let's praise her? So what do you infer? What do you understand? So it shows deep love, pride and admiration for India. So it shows poets deep love, pride and admiration for India. Okay. Now, third question. What does the line "many a sage has sanctified this land" suggest about India's spiritual heritage. Means when the poet says that many a sage means wise people has sanctified means purified this land India. So what does it suggest about spiritual heritage? So it suggests that India has great spiritual heritage. I'm changing the page. 1 second. Achha, okay. It suggests that India has great spiritual heritage. India has great spiritual heritage because many holy sages lived and spiritual system. Because many holy sages have lived here and spread their knowledge and teachings. Next, how does the poet connect warriors and music to India's greatness? War connection between warriors and music. The poet connects warriors with bravery and music with culture and spirituality. The poet connects warriors with bravery and music with culture and spirituality. Culture and spirituality. spirituality. Spirituality showing showing India's greatness in many fields. India's greatness in many fields. Now, last question. How does this poem foster a sense of national pride? Means how does this poem encourages or supports the sense of national pride? National pride, Gaurav, जिसे कहते हैं. The poem creates national pride by praising India's beauty. The poem. How does the poem? The poem creates a sense of national pride. National pride by what? By praising India's history, by praising India's beauty history, by praising India's beauty history, spirituality, culture, and greatness. Spirituality, Tulity. Spirituality, culture, and Great. Culture and greatness. So that is all. So we have done all the questions from the book. All the exercises are completed, given at the book, at the back of the book. I've taught you the poem. I've given you a detailed summary. I explained it to you line by line. I have given you a theme. I have solved all the questions on the board. So that's it for the day. Now, next time we'll begin. My next lecture, I'll begin the next topic. So till then, goodbye. Take care. God bless you all. And keep on liking, subscribing, and sharing the channel to give us the real motivation. Thank you.